9th. I'm just saying that the people I have in front of him are Teo, I think will beat him, Gervonta, and Loma. That ain't, I mean...
But when you talk about Gervonta,
very good fighters.
Let's do Gervonta. Let's play a game. Let's play a game.
Gervonta will fold him in half.
If Luke Campbell can put you down...
Gervonta will fold him. You know what? Gervonta is a roadman that can fight.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty boy that can fight. I'm
100%.
picking the roadman over the pretty boy every single... Pretty boy.
I ain't gonna lie, I've seen some pretty boys this week. I've seen some roadman fall still.
I've seen some roadman wake... Raw, did you look back here? When he wakes up and says, Raw, hold on.
And it's this one, watch. He knows something still. He knows something still. You can see it. Yeah.
I rate him. When they start rating him...
them cauliflower is. Anything.
He might be one of them MMA dons, you know.
Yo, look, I can do it like money made, glamorous ting. 12 round unanimous ting. Casual fans on the analyst ting. That ain't KG and Travis's ting. That's undefeated, undisputed like Lennox. Do it on point, jab your head off. Who tried to say that AJ fell off? Must have never had Nigerian.
Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of the Undefeated podcast.
The only podcast with 2 undefeated fighters, fam.
Listen, today is a big day, bruv.
But before we say today's a big day, I need to find out if my man is undefeated as well, because there will be 3 undefeated fighters. What's your like record, bro?
0-0, brother.
Oh,
snap! 0-0, brother.
Oh, snap. Undefeated community.
Undefeated community, fam. What, you never seen records like this, fam?
Come on.
Bro, ask me the question, bro.
Bro, what's your tail of the tape,
Listen,
fam?
I'm 0-0, fam. Never fought, never lost. If I did, hold on. Hold on. Moment of silence for Steve Bunce.
Oh, Jesus.
Because I'm going to do it. Don't get involved, fam. You got stuff to protect. I'm talking about me, bruv. Steve, I did it, but I don't really count that to my record because that's like an exhibition thing.
That's an exhibition battle.
It's an exhibition thing. Mayweather don't count it. I can't count it. Yeah? I'm 0-0, fam. But big man, someone told me through the grapevine, you have been moving mad. Yeah?
Me?
What is your record, bruv?
Bro, listen, what can I say?
Talk to me.
God didn't make that many things perfect.
But what did he make?
Go on.
Except my boxing record.
Oh, my God.
What? Jeez.
2-0.
2-0.
50% knockout rate.
Let's go.
Half the men that entered the ring with me,
What they do?
they left on their back.
Drop a bump. Bro, intros are crazy right now. Ade,
Yo.
your thing is crazy as well, fam.
It's kinda
Let
crazy.
them know about you, fam. What are you saying, fam? Talk to them. Tell them about your record, fam.
Come on, they must know about the record. Every
Come
time
on.
they see the green chair, they know it's undefeated. They know it's undefeated.
Another one.
We come with a different smoke.
Listen, his thing's so different that TalkSport said, Ade, come on down, fam. They said, YouTube, we need you here, fam. And what you've done, you bought the realness, fam.
For real.
Bought it, brother.
He's
They
bought
said,
the
you know
realness.
what? They said, Ade, you know what? Take your own show. I was like, I don't need it. One day a week. They said, no. We want you 5 days.
5 days.
This guy said, we want you.
Oh,
5-time world champ.
BT Sports said, you know what? What are you doing? No, we're just out here working. We're out here.
Ah, respect
listen,
it.
how would Adam Smith talk about Ade right now?
Could this be the man?
Could this be the man?
Could this be the man to upset the TalkSport division?
Adam Smith. Oh.
Adam Smith and then Johnny Nelson will
Imagine
give
how they're
the...
feeling though right now, seriously.
Oh,
With that Matchroom today when Matchroom announced everything like that.
watching the
And all these-
DAZN rollout.
DAZN rollout and they're like, what?
Johnny Nelson must be thinking, raw, like, Belly's just left my side.
Just like that.
And all he didn't know, Belly was trying to get home to his wife and kids and the zone, fam.
Jeez.
Belly said, listen, I'm trying to get home to my wife and kids
Bruh.
and the zone.
Which way do I go? He's like, there's the zone officers over there, mate.
Bro. Honestly.
Nah, but again, shout out to Maya Jama though. That's some good work. Drop a bomb for her, please.
For real.
There you go. And I'm gonna say this, yeah,
on.
because I'm speaking for myself. Can I say that?
Go on.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm speaking for myself. I saw the poster.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the poster. This is KG speaking. I saw the poster and I was scanning through. Yeah, because I always like to see people that look like me.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm talking for myself, yeah? This is my words. I scanned through the poster and I was hoping to see somebody that looked like me or at least somebody that looked like you
What, little light skin
or
thing?
someone looked like Conor Ben
Okay.
or someone that looked like Drake. I was looking for someone, Yeah, just somebody. So please, a message to DAZN, Eddie. I know you watch. If you can, and I'm not talking for me, Eddie.
It'd be nice.
Just
No, it would be good.
Somebody.
It has to happen.
Yeah.
It has to happen.
Yeah.
Not even a case of if, buts, and maybes. It has to happen.
Now, I would
100%.
like you to be there. That's why I don't need you to get involved in this. So let us,
All right, go on and
let
take
us
it, take
do
it,
this,
take it.
yeah? Travis, what would you like to see, bro? Would you like to see an auntie, a funke?
Yeah, forget.
There's got to be a funke in the world that knows boxing.
Yeah, bro.
No,
It'd be
you know, it's
exciting.
funny. It's funny you say that, but obviously Jeanette Kwachi knows her stuff.
Yes.
She's been doing her stuff for
Yes,
Channel 5,
that's
so
a
she's
shout.
really upped in terms of the boxing knowledge.
Yeah.
There
She's
you
a
go.
presenter. She's
Thing
a
is-
former Olympic athlete.
There you
That's
go.
not a reach.
Nah,
That's someone that
100%.
knows their stuff, female, black. You know,
I'd just
I'd
like-
like to know if she got a conversation at least.
I'd like to see the shake-up that was advertised. For me, like that's really all it is. Like, just give us something different energy. The Zone's energy has to match up. Like, the Zone is not acting like Sky Sports. It's not acting like any other broadcaster.
Very
for sports.
different.
So, like, even when you look at the camera angles, these men are moving like, okay,
Different.
It's
Frank Warren could never.
bro. You can't bring the same team's energy from Sky Sports and be like, now let's put that ringside. No, bro, it's not
shout.
matching with the production.
Good shout.
No, but
So,
honestly,
it's gotta get lively.
when they saw that press release, don't get, bro, let us protect you, fam.
All right, go on then.
Don't get involved in this part,
I'm going
fam.
to park up now.
Don't get
I'm
involved.
not parking up. I'm parking
Just
up.
don't get involved in. Let us do this part, and then we'll bring you in, fam, because we need someone. We need representation, fam. Yeah, but I'm just gonna say this now to you, Cuts. Yeah, what do you think them man were doing in Sky, really and truly, when they saw that poster go out?
I think he might have pulled on Frank Warren and just turned off his computer, you know? Adam Smith must have sat there, saw the first post go out. You know that game changed? Like, he just read it and was like, oh, yeah, right, turn this off, mate.
I reckon he pulled out. I think he pulled out the router, fam. He said no.
Johnny Nelson zoned all the way up.
It's funny you say the router, he's true, because he literally turning the laptop off's not enough, because you know you open it
You-
back
yeah,
up again.
it's
He
still
literally
there.
has to stop the Wi-Fi going in completely.
He wants it back on the page that he had just before he saw that news.
No.
Nah, it's real. It's real.
Johnny Nelson will probably have the maddest prediction before that happened as well. I predict Sky Sports takes this one.
Johnny and his crazy predictions.
Do you know what? I do worry about, well, not worry, but I
Good.
think it's a good space for another promoter to step into Sky Sports and that gap now for UK boxing. Because I see like Boxer, BOXXER, they're
Yes.
stepping in. I would have preferred to see MTK there.
They won't, will they? That Kinahan situation, what happened with Panorama, they don't want any of that conversation. And it will just come out again. They don't want any of that.
No,
I'll
but
be
then
shocked.
there's another guy that I feel like he's the new. He could be like the new Eddie Hearn. He's with
Sam Jones.
Sam Jones. He's got an energy. He's got he can sell stuff. I look at him and I say, oh, you know what? He's marketable. Yes, he's not Eddie Hearn, but you can go in a new direction, and it could work. Because I'm not gonna lie, them top ranked shows, I don't hate them.
I don't hate them, but 4 a.m.
Yeah, that's the
4
thing.
a.m. I don't hate them, but come on, 4 a.m. for top level boxing's a joke for us. I mean, Sam's good because Sam's, like you're right, he's got that energy. He's a bit like Eddie Hearn, but he's only got, what, 5 or 6 fighters and he's stable.
That's the problem.
You're going to need someone that's got a roster. There is talk about the Sowlands or the Wasserman group now.
Yeah.
And them doing something. And what I'm thinking and what I'm hearing with what's going on with Sky is that, yes, it's Boxer, and you're right, that's the promotion, but they are going to work with everyone.
Okay.
Boxer are
okay.
going to be the name, but then they are going to work with the Sowlands and Sam Jones and Steve Goodwin if he's got a couple of fights coming up as well. So
Nice.
they're going to look to see everyone. So expect to see, for example, Chris Eubank Jr. on Sky
Yeah.
fighting. Do you know what I mean? Whenever.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Against a warm-up.
It's true. It's
You know what I
true.
mean? And another warm-up. So expect them kind of things.
Yeah.
No, it's true. It's true.
Well, listen, it's exciting. Again, I'm excited with change.
Yeah.
Change is exciting. Again, they're starting to take YouTube seriously. And I will say right now, my boy ADE over here, get him in. Drop a bomb, fam. Get him in, bruv. You're not allowed to. Don't get involved in this one, fam.
Yeah, sorry.
Don't get involved. Get him in, fam. And then after ADE, if you get him in, don't forget us.
No, it's funny because you say get him in. Yeah, like what about yourselves? I think we all should be getting opportunities here.
I hear
You know
that,
what I mean?
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
sometimes, we want. I don't know about you, bro, but I kind of want to. If they let me be unfiltered, then let me in, bro. But if you come and show me, say this, I don't know.
That's a problem.
I don't know. If they say don't
Can't
get
lie.
twisted, if
That's a
they because I
You can see it. Like, you listen to BT Sports broadcasts and
Yeah.
how they talk about Tyson Fury. You know what I mean? It's only on Sky Sports where they might talk against the AJs from time to time, but on BT Sports,
everyone's got the press
no
release.
one's going against Fury, bruv.
Have you noticed in boxing?
That's the problem.
That is the problem.
That's even an issue. Like I know you said get out of here, but it's even an issue for me going forward because, you know, even when I watch these shows, I want to critique it like and give my real honest opinion. I don't want to think, oh, you know what though? But it's you know, I work for DAZN. He's a DAZN boxer. Let me kind of hold back. So you know, there's a lot of thinking to do. There's a lot of thinking to do,
bro.
Depends
Listen,
how big the check is. That thinking process can
Hey, listen.
change a lot.
Listen.
Depending upon the bag.
With the right
If the bag
check,
is good.
listen.
The thinking can change.
you know when
They'll
the
be saying
audience
to
at
me,
home.
they'll say to me straight, listen, what's your favorite things about Tyson Fury? With the right check, I got a different answer, boy.
Oh, yeah, with the right check, I forget that Nandrolone test. What? You ate boar meat? What boar meat?
Tremendous
that goes,
fighter.
That disappears.
After Lennox
What a-
Lewis is Fury.
What an amazing human being. Everything goes.
What did you say?
After Lennox is Fury in my book.
Everything changes. Everything.
No, but that's the thing. Sometimes there's a press release. I feel like there's a press release that goes out to the commentators how they speak about certain fighters because they all say the same thing. Miraculously, like there's a moment when they all start again. Billy Joe Saunders was the greatest press release that went out. I don't know who said it, but all they said is bravery. Talk about his bravery and don't talk about anything else. And everyone did that. So then there's a blanket statement.
I mean, let's just be fair to like people in the game because like you can't escape the fact that once you've been knowing people, you have relationships with people, they become friends. Yeah. It's not the waters are murky. Like if you are a fighter, we've been friends all this time, and you quit, and man are talking about call him a quitter, and I'm like. That's my boy, fam. Like, yeah, he's just tried his best. That's my stance now. So when these guys have been friends with these guys, it's like, I get it on a human level, but...
Even aside from the friend stuff, like I do that show with Gareth A. Davis on TalkSport every Monday.
Drop a bomb.
And it's not a bad show, you might drop another bomb.
Yeah, let's do that.
And I will say this, though. You speak to the fighters, and you do feel a way of what you said about them on Friday. You feel a way because then you're on the air with them.
That's right.
And they know that you said something, and there is a bit of like, it's difficult.
What do
the
you
more
think about
you
that,
speak to
though?
them, I can't lie, it's a bit more difficult. I used to be like you on the green chair back in the day. And then when you go in and you start going, like, remember when I said about Dillian and the B sample?
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, Sky said, yeah, we want you to go and interview Dillian.
Hey.
I was like, what?
Yeah. You mean face to face?
I was like, what do you mean, interview Dillian?
On the phone?
They said, yeah, no, he's just, you know, Wilder lost and it's a big thing for you. And I was like, it's a big thing, but yo, you know what I mean? But obviously he didn't recognize me, which was good. Dillian big, you know.
He's big.
He's big blood. I didn't realize how intimidating he is.
What about his brother, fam? Them two together?
He's who? No, let me not start that nonsense.
Said he's
Let me
who?
not start that nonsense. Bruv, they're massive.
Them big guys.
That's why when Deontay Wilder was chatting that nonsense, like Dillian White ran the other way, I was like, and I'm not the biggest Dillian fan. I was like, I made a video saying there is no way on this earth. Like there's two people that I know will never run away from the fire. Dillian White and Derek Chisora. They're running to the fire.
To the fire.
Regardless if they're going to get smoked or whatever, they're running.
100.
So when Deontay Wilder said, oh, he saw Dillian and Dean and they went the other way, I was like, you must be mad.
There's no way.
Nowhere on this earth. They're running from what? A tall basketball player.
What do you think about modern day Ali though? Because that's what they're calling him.
After Malik Scott compared
modern
the
day-
Ali, the trials and
So
tribulations.
you've seen what he's been going through. You've seen. Hold on, let me
you
say
can
this
compare
normal.
it to Ali being on trial for
He's
Vietnam.
back. What you seeing from that, and what you seen, the training little videos and everything. Are you getting those vibes? Do you get?
I like the way he's trying to build this up
I know.
for me to just knock down. You know, he's trying to sell this nonsense to me.
Are you getting those vibes?
Are you getting those vibes, Ade?
Are you getting those vibes?
Absolutely
Are you
not.
worried for? But are you worried for Fury?
Not worried. I do think, like, all of a sudden, look, we were all upset about AJ Fury getting smoked and cancelled.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to see Fury Wilder again. I do, actually.
I do.
I will tune in with my feet up, popcorn ready.
Everything.
ready
it's true.
to go.
It's
As
gonna
soon as
be the
that
most
first
exciting
bell
thing.
goes,
It's on.
bro, it's exciting.
It's
innit?
exciting.
It's exciting.
I saw the poster. Yeah,
I was like, oh. And when they done that 5 minutes, 49 second stare down, I was like, I'm ready to go.
yeah.
I'm ready to go
I
now.
thought that was ridiculous.
It was silly, wasn't it? And then they all started coming, entourages on
yeah,
both sides.
just gathering
I
around
was like,
them.
what's this?
We won.
And then Malik started saying, they're not going to stop, you know? They're not going to stop. I said, just stop them.
Do you think
Yeah.
there's a
They're not gonna
benefit to
stop.
these stare downs? Because I really am starting
Nah.
to think they're a waste of time nowadays.
No, they're not.
You know what Tyson Fury said though when he said like he was in the sauna with Vlad and Vlad got out of the sauna before him.
Yeah.
So Tyson Fury does look at it as a mental thing.
Yes,
and if you can take that 1% and think I beat him mentally, it must give you a little 1%. Not that it means anything, but it might help.
So in who do you reckon won that stare down? Who do you reckon won that press conference? Because I do believe there's a winner in these meetups. Who, according to you, who would you say was a Fury that took it, or was it Wilder?
But Fury won. He beat Malik Scott and Wilder.
Yeah, it was bad.
Imagine saying I beat up your trainer.
I smashed both your eardrums.
I smashed both your eardrums. And Malik was like, "Why are you boasting? You're Tyson Fury. You're supposed to."
But that's boxing, though. It's like, nah, bro, that's not
I thought Malik Scott was gonna say something like, "No, you didn't." But it was like, "Yeah, you did."
Yeah, just deny it.
Just deny it. Oh, lie. If there's no footage, it didn't happen. You know, just do that.
Saying I got beat up, like, it's mad when my trainer gets beat up by the guy that I need you to help me beat.
It's it's an unlikely pairing because Malik Scott, like, I didn't see the boxing IQ in his fighting career or
exactly. Now all of a sudden everyone says because he went to every sparring camp and he was like chief sparring partner, so everyone beat him up in sparring. But because of that, he's learned so much, and now all of a sudden he's going to come with this perfect game plan for Fury. Fury, I can't lie to you, he's very Conor McGregor-esque, and maybe Deontay Wilder's looking at it as like I'm not going to win that battle verbally. So there's no point wasting my time going against you because you're too quick for me.
I felt like it would hold that power if he didn't have the headphones on. If he had the capacity to just look you in the eye and be like, I am not playing your game.
Own it.
Then it would be strong.
Yeah.
But because he did it like, I can't hear you because if I hear you, I'm going to feel bad.
And it's going to hurt me.
Yeah, it's especially
all the talk you've been talking about him cheating and the gloves. This is your chance in front of the world.
Now's the time to get cracking.
Say, you know what? I've got this. I remember when Miguel Cotto fought Margarito. Obviously, Margarito cheated the first time. When they done their first with Max Kellerman, their first face-off for the second fight.
That's right.
Miguel Cotto brought out the iPad.
Yeah.
And he said, "This is how you cheated."
That's right.
He showed him, you did this.
It was wonderful.
And he asked Max, have you ever seen that before? Max was like, to be fair, no, I haven't.
Receipts.
And it was like, receipts.
Yes.
Deontay Wilder, bring your receipts. You've been waiting for this. You know you've got it. Bring your receipts and embarrass Tyson Fury. And say, you know what? I've spoke to a boxing expert, and that's not acceptable. The floppy glove.
Yeah.
But nothing. He just kept it quiet. And I was like, come on, man.
Yeah.
That's weak.
Even do you know what was exciting as well? Because the Charlo brothers came out. You know, Wilder and the Charlos are kind of beefing right now.
Yeah, Jamal.
So I like where things are getting. It's getting smoky. There's a feeling right now where everyone's feeling a certain way. I like boxers talking cruddy. Even if we can move things on. Tank got busy.
Yeah.
Yep. And then you saw Progress came out with what he had to say. He's like, listen, shut your mouth. I get that your name is Tank. I get that you're with the LB and you're with the Money Mayweather thing, but I'm different. I like that.
Different.
We need
140. That's different.
What do you think, like, after that performance, obviously everyone's excited about the power, but I'm like, how high do you think the ceiling is for Tank?
Ain't high at all, bro.
Because
how high is this ceiling?
He's 5'6".
Ain't high at all.
He's small at that division.
Even the performance. I mean, everyone, like, he got the job done, and you got to give him credit. But it's almost like, to use a kind of a football analogy, I'm not going to get excited about someone doing it against Burnley. I want you to see it, do it against United. If I'm a Liverpool fan, do it against United, Chelsea, Barcelona, and then I'm like, oh.
Okay,
But then style-wise, we talk about style, right? And then end of the day, he is somebody that is bringing people to the fights.
Yeah.
He is someone that gets
draw.
entertainment. Even that little, the little shimmy that he was doing.
in the corner.
Yeah. That's entertaining.
For real, fact.
Those are things like, again, people argue the same thing with Conor Ben. Conor hasn't really beaten, like, the wealth of names. He hasn't beaten, but he talks like he's that guy.
It's the emerging potential that we get excited
and we
about.
like that.
That's the
No,
thing.
but we get excited about the emerging potential of Conor, where they think Gervontay's already here. They're trying to sell a story that he's a free weight world champion.
That's right.
That story doesn't work with me because I'm not Spencer Fearon, but I've got a bit of knowledge on the sport. You can't be selling me free weight world champion when I know you're not that. I know this is regular belt. I know it's interim and it's regular.
Yeah.
Where with Conor, it's almost a case of there was no amateur background. Remember, Gervonta got a big amateur background. There was none of that with Conor really, and it's a case of hello, Conor might be something. So we're getting excited with Gervonta. They're trying to tell us already he's a pound for pounder. And I'm like, Mario Barrios don't make you pound for pounder.
Yeah.
As much as my boxing knowledge is deep, I didn't know too much about Barrios before the fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When everyone was starting box rec, we Googled it immediately. Oh, Barrios unbeaten. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he's with Virgil Hunter. Let's sell that story then.
Yeah.
He's with an esteemed trainer. So I don't know.
I'm concerned about Tank. I'm not going to lie. Because when I see, like, for example, the Santa Cruz fight and the Barrios fight, both kind of flowed a similar way where it's like, it's taken a while for him to figure it out. And he's now just had to just bite down, march forward, and just bang the guy out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if you come up against someone who figures you out in the kind of way they have been able to, but has the power to knock you out, there's nothing to stop him going.
But the power, though, and the power and the bravery that Tank has, it's like, you know, if you punch a man in a solar plex, like you punch someone low like that, and then he has to make a mental note and a decision to say, raw,
I've had enough.
You know, this is long, you know, this fighting thing, like, and take a knee, because that's what happens. Your mind says, big man, we're in danger. Yeah? Take a knee. Yeah, and you have to listen. Yeah. This is what happens. So I rate, and I know you don't really rate this, but you know that thing of consistently making weight now? I know it's what you're supposed to do, but I feel like Tank is taking this game seriously. Before you know, you say, Tank, will you make weight? We don't know. We get on the scale. Like,
I can't clap for that.
I can't give you claps for making weight.
No, but it's consistent though.
Nah,
but
man.
now
it's not really, because he's fine at 140. That's not even making weight. That's just waking up.
He gone up in weight.
That's just waking up. That's just like, I don't make weight next fight. 140.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't even think he's taking it serious. Don't you get a different vibe to him though?
No.
Now.
No.
Really?
What is the different vibe? He's giving us the same results.
You know what it is? I don't know what I expected from Tank, but I expected to see just a bit of better boxing ability from Tank. Like, I saw a guy that after like round 6 when Floyd said you're down, he almost did what Floyd did against Logan Paul, which was like kind of put arm.
Yeah. Tuck up.
Yeah, tuck up. Not take one to land one. I was like, what about, show me something different.
Okay.
Show me something. And to be fair, with the punch, the first knockdown punch, he did disguise it. Looked like it was a body shot, then he went up. But I expect to see a bit more. Like, I look at someone like Teofimo, where there's danger if you come in close, and you can't walk in like that against Teofimo, who can punch as well, and it's fast, but it showed me, because he's been in with an A-level fighter in Loma, that he can make the adjustments and skill set.
Yeah.
I need to see more before everyone's like crowning him. Like, he's going to do this at 130, 135, and 140. Fight the guys at 130, 135, and 140, and then I'll... Like, at 130, say, okay, Shakur Stevenson, what are you up to right now? Oscar Valdez, he might beat these guys, Miguel Bashel. 135, those guys, and then 140, fight Prograis. Fight Prograis. Before you even talk of Josh Taylor, fight Prograis first. Then we'll know. But yeah, I'm not crowning him yet.
No, I haven't crowned him at all. But in terms of excitement, the excitement that I think he will bring. And again, we've been waiting for someone to take.
Can I be honest with you? I wasn't too excited watching that fight. You know, maybe I'm missing something. You got the knockdowns, but I've watched the fight twice, and I was like, it's kind of embarrassing.
He didn't dominate him.
Yeah,
not at all. He had he got the result, but it's like you watch the fight, it's just like, okay, Barrios actually won a good few rounds in the beginning. Like, you were in trouble. Like, I believed you were down on the scorecard personally. Watching it, like, so when I saw the scorecard at the end, it looked nuts to me.
What you need to take in,
91, 97, I was like, I forget it. Embarrassing to have a chance. So when I see that, it's like, well, I should have stayed down.
Exactly,
because I would not have won that fight.
No, but marketing, guys, you have to think of this. Boxing is marketing. Fact. Like, that's it. Boxing is marketing. It's the main thing, right? And certain times, let's say some fighters don't do what they're meant to do. I was arguing, not even an argument, I was talking to someone today, and we had a conversation about Mike Tyson, and I said, in terms of marketing, because think about it, when Tyson had to climb the mountain to the top, he would let us down in a sense. He wouldn't get it done, yeah? But the marketing was great. Mike Tyson knew from the walkout, from how you just get it done, not saying too much. I think the minimalistic in his approach, it worked. And then now it's just like the most dangerous man in boxing, Iron Mike. But then think of the people that beat him. So now we're talking about, with Gervonta Davis, once again, marketing will have to reign. And what I'm seeing is what they're trying to put around him and saying, who is going to be the new money man in the division? Who's the new Mayweather? And Mayweather needs to step out the way almost.
No, but it's not going to work like that in this era. In that era with Mike Tyson's reign, just the baddest man on the planet, put on a vest and walk out slow, and it just worked. It's not. We're not in those.
No, that's not going to happen. I'm talking about who's the money guy. So Progress didn't just call him out for no reason. He called him out to get paid.
The reason why I'm saying it's not going to work like that is somebody's going to beat Tank. He's not going to be able to keep this up with that many names in the similar weight classes and still have that presence.
Yeah, they're going to have to roll the dice.
Matchmaking.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, and they're the best people in boxing, the most important people, the matchmakers. But they are going to get to a stage where they're going to have to roll the dice soon, once with him, and then we'll see. And he might knock the guys out when they roll the dice. But for me, I need to see more. But look, Tank's going to go to bed right now thinking this is easy work.
Yeah.
Ellaby's making him millions. Floyd's making him millions. He's unbeaten. 16,000 people turned up in Atlanta. So right now it's tick for him. But for us as boxing fans, there is too much talent in those 3 divisions.
Yeah.
For him to be fighting Barrios and Santa Cruz and the rest of them. Far too much.
I believe that more people care about Tank than they do about Wilder. And Wilder's the heavyweight.
Disagree heavily.
I believe more people care about. I honestly feel that.
I don't know. Let's not.
Wilder's name, he didn't ring off, bro.
You say that, but let's not forget though. They broke the gate when Tyson Fury fought Wilder. That gate got broken
with the selling of the both of them. They went crazy on that press run to push that fight.
Maybe, but
then it was again in America.
I think this one will break the bank as well. I think this trilogy fight will break the bank. I get what you mean. And let's not forget as well, Wilder didn't have a Floyd kind of with him as well. That association.
There you go. Yeah. You need it.
Wilder's almost doing it from ground zero.
It's very difficult. It's harder. It is harder, but yeah.
What do you think about Lomachenko after his performance? Obviously, the Teofimo Lopez fight is next. Do you see that second fight being different?
See, this is where the heart and the head get a problem. Because I can't lie to you. I love Lomachenko.
You're a big...
You know what it is? I watch him and... You know when you watch Messi, you watch Roger Federer, so you're seeing people do things and they're like, whoa.
It's impossible.
You know when you like back in the day with Ronaldo R9, he used to do things. Like, could you not? I used to pause it and rewind it.
Yeah.
Like, how do you get past that, man?
Yeah.
What was that? So Loma does something as a boxer. I'm like, whoa.
How have you got there?
How are you there and then there?
How are you here?
How are you there and Nakatani's there?
You're behind
It's like you're behind me, bruv.
Nakatani's on 1 second. And that's why I like Loma, because he does things that I'm like, and he does that as a pressure fighter.
Yes.
Yeah,
so it's
so
okay.
strange.
It's okay being on the back foot and being slow. You're doing that where you pressure.
Yes.
And that's what I love about him, because pressure fighters are normally reckless.
That's right.
Yeah.
You think pressure fighters normally take punches to land their punches. So it's almost like Ricky Hatton, I'm going to land one, but I'm going to take one. Brandon Rios back in the day, I'm going to land one.
Yeah.
Whereas Loma don't shit punches, and he's a pressure fighter, and he makes them kind of bamboozled. And I just love it. I can't lie, I love it.
But so now you said heart. So your heart is it's Lomachenko, but you saw how Teofimo was able to nullify those angles, nullify
6 straight rounds.
6 rounds.
Is it gonna be different? We had Monday Night Smoke and people were talking about Loma had the injury, the operation. Was that what's stopping him, or
do
you just think it was super performance from Teo?
As a Loma fan, did you see the injury affecting his style in that fight?
No. I just saw Teofimo nullify him. Teofimo was like, I ain't going to let you do that dancing around shit. Apologies, swearing. He's like, I ain't going to let you do all that nonsense. But let's not forget, as much as we say Teofimo won the first 6, I scored the fight 7-5 Teofimo in that fight. So I thought Teofimo won, but I scored it 7-5. That's a close fight.
Yes.
7-5 is not a shutout.
Yeah.
7-5 is a close fight. And this is us as boxing fans. We should want to see a 7-5 go again. Like, I would want to see a Teofimo Loma go again. I have no problem with that. I'm not. I don't like it. I think Loma will beat Devon and Ryan.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think it's too much for them. Like, it will just show them things in that tool bag they haven't seen before. Oh, you seen that one? What about this one? Oh, you ain't seen that yet, have you, kid? Oh, what? Oh, boom.
I don't like their Ryan Garcia disrespect, you know. I think people are too confident disrespecting Ryan Garcia. I think there's a thing about him. I know he looks. He's good looking.
Good looking boy, don't it?
And there's hate. There's
good
looking hate.
Boy, rich.
Good looking hate.
There's a lot to hate about him. I can't lie.
Super following.
A lot to hate about him.
No,
Super
do
following.
you know what it is? I think now there's that whole thing where it's like, Devin Haney was obviously the fight. You've worked yourself into the mandatory to fight Devin Haney. Then you started to kind of be a bit weird. And then, I'm not referring to the mental health thing.
Oh, okay.
I say you'd be a bit weird because Haney was ringside and he was like, oh yeah, shout out to Haney. That's my guy.
I hate that nonsense.
Mad weird.
You're in warrior mode.
Exactly.
Turn into Roy Keane. We're not friends.
Thank you.
I want to fight you.
But now
you're the champion. I want to fight you.
Then you get the mental health thing that came soon after.
Yeah.
That came with his scrutiny from people who aren't really sympathetic to that kind of stuff. And, there's a feeling of like, what's going on with this guy? Like, is he really on this thing?
Gen Z, bruv. You have to understand, Gen Z is a nation that cannot be understood, fam. Yeah. I saw a guy crying on YouTube, on Instagram because his missus broke out of him. Yeah? Gen Z is wild. Christ, yeah? So don't understand them. This is the thing.
Just accept them, innit?
Them man have grown in social media. They're a brand new, different type of you. You know when you can say, in my day, we didn't have phones. You know you can get into that one. That's what we'll be doing.
Yeah.
This new generation, these kids have woken, like, he's woke up with mad followers.
It's very true.
Yeah?
Mad.
So it's not our job to understand them. I think that's the first thing. They're a whole different group. Yeah.
But go back to that. You think we're underrating him though?
Underrating him because the power.
Overrating him, absolutely.
No, you lot. No, the power. You lot. It's like everyone discounts the power.
You know what it is. You know what it is. Maybe we are slightly, but all I'm saying is that out of the 4 or 5,
yeah,
and it's a very good 4 or 5. I just think he might be 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm saying he's 10th or 9th. I'm just saying that the people I have in front of him are Teo, I think will beat him, Gervonta, and Loma. That ain't. I mean,
but when you talk about Gervonta,
very good fighters.
Let's do Gervonta. Let's play a game. Let's play a game.
Gervonta will fold him in half.
If Luke Campbell can put you down,
Gervonta will fold it. You know what? Gervonta is a roadman that can fight.
Yeah,
and that's a pretty boy that can fight. I'm
100%.
Picking the roadman over the pretty boy every single pretty boy.
I ain't gonna lie, I've seen some pretty boys. I've seen some roadman fall still.
I've seen some roadman wake. Raw, did you look back here? Man, when he wakes up and says, "Raw, hold on,"
and it's this one. Watch, he knows something still. He knows something still. You can see it.
I rate him when they start rating him.
Them cauliflower is.
He might be one of them MMA dons, you know.
You know when the romance I'm talking about when he there's 10 man there, bro. There's just one fam.
One guy, fam.
There's one man. I think it's like 10 man, fam.
But that double leg sweep will have you thinking that was a few.
No, I honestly think we need to put some respect on Ryan because Ryan Garcia, even
if Luke Campbell puts him down, Gervonta Davis sleeps him.
Somebody can get put down, bro.
I agree.
Someone can get put down. What are we talking about?
Luke Campbell in a banger. Come on, man.
No, but I'm saying that. Look what happened when he got up, though, and it's the same. There's the same devastation, bro. Look when that guy can hit.
Fam.
And we haven't seen again when we saw what's it tanking. What's the last the
Leo
fight?
Santa Cruz.
Leo Santa Cruz. At moments in that fight, Santa Cruz had tanking some trouble.
But he will get to you. Unless you've got something to deter him. And to be fair, Ryan Garcia's got a bit of pop.
That left hook, he does have a left hook.
Ryan Garcia's got a lot of pop. Yeah.
Santa Cruz, I saw Tank like biting down on the gumshoe like. Ooh,
but we haven't seen Tank wobble or go down.
No.
But we've seen Garcia go, and Luke Campbell in a banger.
Don't use that. I don't think that's a. I think that's.
No, you can use that. You can use that.
I think we're being just
But would you have Teo over Ryan?
I'm not sure about Teo, you know.
Relax,
no, when I say I'm not too sure about Teo, I'm saying that just that thing about that one, he was so dedicated.
So you're saying you don't know if Teofimo Lopez is above Ryan Garcia?
No, he's the shit. But I'm talking about, you know how he was so dedicated on this mission.
But it
the
wasn't
Loma mission.
You got to give him the Richard Comey mission as well. Richard Comey no slouch, you know.
There you go.
And even this Nakatani that Loma recently fought.
Nakatani off an injury though. This ain't the same.
That's who Loma fought.
That's what Loma fought.
Lopez didn't fight him injured.
Nakatani fresh, unbeaten, fresh, and we were all laughing. Who's this dude? He's fighting Nakatani. Now we're all in Nakatani. So Lopez fought back to back. Richard Comey, Nakatani, and Loma, and has tasted no defeats.
Fam,
can you press that button, please? So that's solid.
For respect.
Solid.
Exactly.
I'm out here fighting for Ryan Garcia.
Exactly. It don't make sense. Mr. Boo-hoo.
You man have no respect, bro. No. Anyway,
no, you got too much respect.
I think you got too much.
I just feel like Ryan Garcia, it's easy to just be like, but this guy's a problem.
Yeah,
that's the one thing. And it's not like when this fight gets made, whoever fights him, they're thinking about it. They'll be up at night like,
okay, I agree with
yo,
that.
this is not like...
But that's not
what we said.
That's what we said,
that
though.
he's probably number 4. I think you're moving like
maybe
I said, he's
3.
10.
Nah.
I think he could be number 3. I think he could be number 3.
No, him and Devon are arguing right now. They're 4 and 5. Him and Devon, 4 and 5.
Yeah, that's fair.
Either whatever way they want to go. I'm not still convinced about Devon. I'm not convinced about. I don't know, man. Devon just doesn't. Devon's like a 6 out of 10 in everything. And when I watch him, I think, 6 out of 10 in speed. You good speed. I think 6 out of 10 in power. Good power.
Yeah.
Like Gervonta is like a 10 at power.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He might be 5, but there's a 10 there somewhere.
Yeah.
Loma's a 10 in terms of, so they've got a 10 or a 9.
Yeah.
What's Garcia power?
7, 8, 7, 8. You think Mike Tyson now or something?
You can put that at 8. You can put the power at 8. You can put the power at 8.
Come on, man.
But remember, he ain't got those bodies on the CV where you're like, he knocked out this guy, knocked out
and
that
bodies
guy.
where they just are folded.
Nah.
Like the way Gervonta folded Pedraza and Leo Santa Cruz,
and even
this Barrios was like, allow it.
Yeah, you can fold him, man.
Stop. Yeah. He's got that 10 power.
All right, cool. Listen, we hope to see.
What do you guys think of Muhammad Ali's grandson?
Pressure, innit?
Turning pro, NICO Ali Walsh.
I'll change my name.
He's having his debut on the 14th of August.
I would have done a Denzel Washington son thing.
Yeah,
And just
kept
not
it
tell
low
no
key.
one, tell no one until I've done 3 seasons of a show.
It's not like you look like him. Do you know what I mean? Ain't nobody knowing.
Nobody would have associated.
Ain't nobody knowing. It's not like, oh, wait a minute. He look a bit like, he look a bit like Ali.
Muhammad Ali.
No one's saying that.
Nothing.
You know, it's not like his daughter. Ain't no one saying that.
He came in with the strong my granddad's Muhammad Ali rollout.
That's the maddest rollout. I think Frank Warren's behind it.
Bob Arum is behind it.
Someone is behind it, because why would you tell him to say that?
Bob Arum would tell him to say it because
Bob would definitely say, look, we
see
can
them
get
posing.
you a promotional deal right now. You've just got to change it. I know it's Nico Walsh, but
Off
just
the
change it
strength.
to Ali.
Put
Just
Ali in the middle.
in there somewhere.
his dad is fully Walsh and was like, we are not changing your surname.
Yeah.
Anyhow he comes in
Yeah, even
shorts.
that's a weird place for that Ali to be.
Why is that
Ali
there?
the middle name?
It's
Yeah,
nuts.
it's very mad.
It's very nuts.
But look, let's look at the picture that they took. Bob Arum took a picture of him the day he signed Muhammad Ali. In front of the picture, there's him and Nico Ali Walsh. And I'm like, okay, I can see you trying to frame the narrative, but the pressure on this man's career now,
It's crazy.
it will never reach expectation.
It's crazy. Now you look at the boxers that have done well, and I mean, even though we laugh at Julio Cesar Chavez, his dad is pretty much the king of Mexico. And prior to him being crap, at least he got to a stage where he was unbeaten and became a world champion.
Yeah,
he had a belt. He actually could scrap a little bit.
This is the picture that he...
See, who would think that's Muhammad Ali's grandson? In fact, you're more likely to think that's Bob. You're more likely to think that's Bob Arum. You know what I mean? Like,
Younger
come on,
Bob,
man.
fam.
That's
that
ridiculous.
is...
Young
that
Arum.
Too much pressure.
And it's nuts because even in his role, like he's doing interviews and he's just like, yeah, you know, I used to sit down and watch boxing with my granddad and he would tell me this and that. And I'm like,
You're lying.
this don't sound real.
How old is he? How old is he? You're lying. It's not possible.
It don't make sense. The timeline don't add up.
That's like me saying I remember the 1986 World Cup. I've been lying. It's a lie. I don't. You know what I mean? I was alive, but I don't remember it. You're lying.
And the guy said to me, he goes, how many amateur bouts have you had? He goes, I really don't remember. Like, you know, that's like, you know, I used to do like a lot of exhibition bouts and I'm like, you don't remember how many So what's the record then?
So you must have the Campbell Hatton starter pack in it. You know when it's like, because don't get involved. Don't
get the part where I'm out.
Any part you feel uncomfortable, just get out. Yeah,
zone out.
Listen, but I'm saying,
Campbell Hatton starter pack.
when you can when you can just be main event.
When you've been booked for the next 6 pay-per-view shows.
I hate that.
From nowhere. Bro,
Listen, you're fighting
man.
after Eubank Jr., you're fighting after Craig Richards on a title shot against Bivol, and then we're going to put you just before the co-main. I'm like...
Campbell Hatton, I don't know
in a
what.
4-rounder.
Listen, the stimulus package that he's got, I need it, fam. Give that to all the new fighters because that is exposure. Yeah,
it's nuts.
And you know when thinking, could this be the man? Could this be the shot? You know how he talks about him, and it's like they're forcing the dad narrative, and he's actually trying to fight like his dad. With
you know what it is, though?
He ain't got the power, but anyway, he's new, so I'll give him a pass.
It hurts Campbell Hatton because now we criticize you because one, you're in the wrong place in the lineup. In our estimation, we're like, you shouldn't be here.
You should be growing.
Secondly, you're really green, boxing-wise.
Yes.
So then I feel awful just by criticizing what I'm seeing.
Yes.
But I'm like, he's on a pay-per-view card.
Yeah.
Everybody's subject
good.
to this.
No, I think it's good. We should judge him on where he is on that card. So we're judging him on the placement of the card. They're putting pressure on him.
Bad
I mean,
mind.
everyone talks about, you know, like, stay amateur for longer then.
That's it.
Learn your trade and your craft. Stay amateur. You're not 30.
He's
not 30. I mean, look at Joe Joyce. Stayed amateur until what, 31. Stay amateur. What's the rush? The rush is, and I think he's mentioned like, my style would suit the program more. That nonsense. I hate that. That's a starter pack rollout.
That's the rollout.
My style would suit.
suit.
Come on, you don't need to say that nonsense.
My style will suit pay-per-view now.
My style suits pay-per-view.
Right now. No, but again, I like all
I'm so out of this conversation.
all credit to Nico though. Nico Ali Walsh. I'm excited.
What weight is he? Heavyweight. Look big.
He's like a middleweight.
He's with Bob Arum, and Bob Arum's like Frodo. So
Bridgerweight.
Yeah,
Bridgerweight.
let me check what weight he is. Let me get him.
Well, good luck to him. But, you know, in fairness to the ones over here that we know that have turned pro and have famous dads, I think both of them have had good careers. I know we laugh at Chris Eubank Jr., but that's not
to be
easy.
fair, you know, I don't laugh at... He laughs at Eubank Jr. I want to see Eubank Jr. win a world title. Because you know what it is? All right.
Go on. Here we go.
I've said this before, but like, I have a soft spot for Eubank Jr. Like, coming up, being a comic, my mum's a comic. I relate to the pressure of following your parents' footstep in a craft. So I see the pressure's been stacked on him from day one. So for me, I want to see him carve his name and have his own bit of history where it's like, I won a world title, genuine. That's literally it. So I'm like, when I see him, and the thing is, because he dedicates himself to boxing,
Proper.
You want to see hard work.
Why did his dad say that nonsense about him being better than Floyd and Roy Jones? That nonsense. So you got pressure being the son of Chris Eubank, who we all kind of grew up watching, and then your dad says that nonsense. It's almost like when Tunde said something about Yard being better than Andre Ward.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well on.
It hurts.
Stop.
It hurts.
Don't do that. What are you doing that for?
And it's mad how people just stop talking one day.
Yeah, like
they just wake up one day and say, you know what? I've seen the light. Yeah.
Humility.
And humility, when humility arrives, it's so painful because this fighter never said anything. But the only thing where I won't blame Chris Eubank Sr. is because Junior, the way he carries on here, first he looks at you like, I ain't even looking at the camera. Yeah? He's kind of like, everything my dad said just now, it's real.
It is what it is.
Yeah? And
it's proven.
While he's doing that, don't forget, at the same time when he's doing the most arrogance there, he's got the jeans tucked in. The jeans are tucked into the boots. Into the boots.
Bro, please tell me you remember after he lost to George Groves and he's in the changing room and he's asking his friends because he thought he won.
What did you think?
Yeah, he's like, what do you think? And they're all heads down.
And then Eubank Senior goes, it was the right decision. And then he goes, what did you think?
What do you think?
There's some guy in the back. I hate the fact you lot got me laughing.
Protect Eddie. Eddie, what are you doing, bro? Sorry. You don't understand what we're trying to do.
Protect me,
bro, we're doing Trojan horse. Bro, you are the Trojan horse.
Protect me, please.
No, call this episode Trojan horse.
He's literally looking around.
Bro,
what do you think?
He went, what do you think? And the guy was so rattled to us. He's like, boy, to be, I don't know. What do you think?
Bro, do you not understand what Trojan horse is, bro? Don't have Eddie out here. He's the route into the zone, fam.
It's nuts. It's nuts.
Let's get him in there unscathed, fam.
How good was that, though? He literally looking around. It was like, yo, they won't think I won.
Someone tell me what I want to hear.
Tell me the truth.
And no one. The killer is, everyone was looking.
Everyone was just
up, down, left. Like no one's made eye contact. He's like, all right, I see you better do it.
He's like, all right, cool. It's like,
no big deal. I saw you better do it.
I wrapped his own gloves like, as soon as I get my phone and I watch this thing back, I'll show you.
Yeah.
And do you know why? Again, you say I'm harsh on Chris Brown. Chris Brown.
I need you, boo.
No, you say I'm hard on Chris Eubank. Yeah. I was in the Cali talk on Talk Sport the other days, talking to them man, lunchtime man. Yeah,
Simon Jordan, Jim White.
Yeah, them man. Yeah, and then he was basically saying that Chris Jr., this is the first time he's had a trainer that he listens to and he respects, and that just for me, it just shows me the level that he is. There's a level of delusion. I will be able to jump on the train and say, because the trainers that we've been talking to him before, they know more than him. He says it's only Roy Jones that he can finally learn from. That's the only man that's on his level to learn from. That's not that just shows me something is wrong, because if he's the only one and you're only going to listen to him, when you listen, how much will you change? Because we saw what he was trying to do. We saw some Roy Jones-esque things. So will he listen so much to almost become him? Single white female type thing, when you just change your whole, is he going to do that? I can see it.
I genuinely think we don't have a Eubank Jr. identity. I think he's literally been impersonating his whole career. When he started out, it was his dad. It was very much the Eubank Senior trademark moves. And now it's like,
I don't have my dad's power.
He's now emulating Eubank Jr.
I'm Roy Jones.
Well, this is what I'm saying. So like, we don't actually know what Eubank Jr.'s identity is.
I actually don't think he's that good though.
Eubank Jr.
I don't see it. If I'm honest with you, I actually like him as a. I find him entertaining.
Very entertaining.
Very entertaining, right? But when I watch him, even when he's reckless with his thing, it's still a bit wild. And I think
off balance quite a bit.
You're not gonna get it, are you?
I'm a killer.
You know what it is? If it's 8 years in the game, if I'm still seeing that after 8 years, then that's just what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it's the Pogba thing. Like when Pogba came to United, I was like, yo, we might have Yaya Toure here, you know, blood. And then eventually with Pogba, you know, like now I don't get upset with Pogba because that's
You
just
just
Pogba.
accept it,
I just
yeah.
you guys realize, he ain't gonna score from 35 yards. Oh, so he's not gonna take 5 man on. That's just what it is now. Sorry, KG. That's just what it is, isn't it?
Potential can't last forever on your name.
Yeah.
Can't always be the dude with potential.
Can't be that guy. So with Chris Hubert, I'm like, ain't gonna happen, is it then? You know, afterwards, it's just like, ain't gonna happen though, is it?
That's mad what you just did. What you just did was very mad. You know what's mad, yeah? I didn't know Ade was a Liverpool fan.
And the funny
yeah?
thing is, I'm saying this all this, I'm not making eye contact
It's
with him now. I'm
mad.
just like, straight down the barrel. Straight down the barrel. And I can see him looking at him, I'm like, I'm not turning. Straight down the barrel. Straight down.
Anyway, I'm not talking about football right now. I'm going to focus. That was
Man is
very
stressed right now.
disrespectful. But do you know what's mad? When you're talking about Campbell Hatton, yeah, I straight away thought about Ollie. I thought about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Just learning on the job. Just learning there and then. Do you know what I mean? And it's mad because
imagine learning on the job though in front of thousands and millions. And
is mad.
it's very, very toxic social media world.
Yeah.
Where and look, this is why I feel sorry for him, is because I know when we do something and you get stick on social media, even as a grown man, it can
hurts.
It can get you.
It derails you. But on Talk Sport, you've got the screens in front of you. So you're on Talk Sport, you've got the screens in front of you, and you're saying, tweet in, text in, and then you see it. Who the F's this black guy? Ticking a box, aren't they? And like, Talk Sport used to be good, I'm turning off now. This is nonsense. And you still got to keep going. And I'm thinking, yeah, you still got to keep going. Abuse, constant. That there's presenters that put papers in front of the screen so they don't see the abuse. I won't mention the presenters, but there's big name presenters that can't even handle it. So I can't imagine being a young Campbell Hatton, who's what, is he early 20s? What is he, 19? How old is this kid?
No, but
yeah, he's young.
I want to focus on that journey, though. Let's talk about that, because we haven't really spoken about you, and you've made the jump. You started on YouTube, again, independent. You've just put a name for yourself, and they've decided that, well, not that they know that you bring something, you add value. What is that like for you, though? Because, again, you've had your own audience that choose to listen to you, choose to watch you. Now you're sitting now you're there, and these comments are coming up like, this used to be good. Who the hell is this black guy ticking a box? What is going on for you in that moment? Is there a moment when you do want to react, or you do want to say, hey, listen, dickhead?
No, for me, it's weird. I wish I was like that. And maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's been brought up by ladies where I'm a bit soft in that, because it actually affects me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mentally, you do think, okay, maybe I am being picked because of he's black, and there was a big Black Lives Matter push, and like, okay, shit, we need to get a black guy on the door right now.
Yeah.
So you do question, wait, I'm not supposed to be here with these other top presenters, you know, Andy Goldstein, Jim White, Laura Woods. So you do question it. And I think it took me a while. I'm lucky I've got some really good mentors around me, like Darren Lewis.
Come on.
Who's like the black journalist, right?
Yeah,
I've got others that are around me as well. So I'm lucky that sometimes you pick up the phone and speak to them, and they're like, don't be stupid.
Yeah.
Like, trust me, even if that was the case, you'll be in there for a month, and then they'll be out the door slowly. No one would know.
It's very true.
But you are getting the shows. But my big thing came when I moved back to Africa. So obviously I was doing my YouTube early with Ryan, almost like what you two are doing. I had like Ryan next to me, and I went back to Nigeria for a couple of years. And then I got seen by ESPN and a company called Kwesi in South Africa, who then flew me out from Nigeria to South Africa to do work.
Wow.
So
wicked.
Yes, I was doing their boxing over there. And that was almost like my university graduation, so to speak. So when I came back here, I was like, I am ready. But then obviously, I went to Sky, and that was tough, football. And them man, see, there's football knowledge. Yeah. And then there's them man that know League One, League Two, they know everything. There's that kind of knowledge.
Yeah.
That they'll reel off who's on the subs bench on League One team. And you're like, yo. So you kind of feel like, I don't even belong here.
Yeah.
But then you just realize eventually it's just minutes on the pitch.
Right.
Minutes on the pitch. So now when I go into a room and we sit down and talk boxing, bring it. Bring it. Now I'm like super confident. Like, I'm not going to talk to you about a boxer from the 1950s, but I'll give you my own style.
Yeah.
So now I realize I've got my own way of doing things that I know, okay, I'm being chosen because of that.
Yes.
Like, I got a couple of men that cover my show on Talk Sport, and I listen to it. I'm like, we're good. We're good. We're all right.
Listen.
We're all right.
I
never used to know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't know.
Yeah,
you don't know because you do
That's
think you are being picked because, you're black and they think I'm young. They don't realize that the beard sometimes is, when it's cut off, they don't realize that there's a lot of grey in the beard. Men are older here, but they think I'm young. So, it's just, we're lucky, but obviously I still want to try and keep it as real as I can because I'm coming from the YouTube world where you can say what you want.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, you have to be a bit careful. I can't really say.
And you're meant to. The funny thing is, we're meant to be here now. We talk about representation in this game and stuff. And as much I joke and stuff, and obviously you are the Trojan horse. Just know that. Yeah,
I appreciate that.
You are. But then I joke about just there needs to be more representation. You want to hear from us, man, because if you think about it, there's a whole group of people that would be interested, but you don't see yourself there. You know what I mean? It's like you don't imagine yourself in these positions, in these spaces. And you'll get more like what Anthony Joshua did for the game. Look, there's children of Anthony Joshua in the sense, Okoli said, I was chilling in McDonald's.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I saw him and I connected. Do you know what I mean? So now you want people to connect all the way around, from the person holding the camera to the person on ringside, the person judging. They need to feel that that's a position that you can fill.
Boxing's crazy though. Like,
yeah.
I mean, look, you've done it in the football world.
Yeah.
So what you're saying you've done, and remember at the start, before like Robbie Lau and every man that was doing it, there was a lot of pushback.
Yeah.
Them, if you haven't played the game, you don't do.
Yeah.
Boxing's even worse.
Yes.
Like if you haven't fought, how dare you give an opinion?
Yes.
On what I'm doing? So I mean, there are us now. We are coming slowly, like what you do, what I do, what the likes of Hatman does, and others. But the pushback's even tougher.
Of course,
there definitely is. If you haven't boxed, your opinion don't count. And even boxers say it. Boxers are rude. They'll go on social media and say, well, people that haven't fought are giving opinions.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man. Some of the best minds in boxing haven't fought that give opinions.
Some of the best trainers
Max
haven't
Kellerman. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Some of the best trainers haven't
Emmanuel
fought.
Stewart.
There you go. But they won't accept it. So I think we're coming. I mean, it's slow, but we are coming. And I think what we're doing right here now is proof that we are eventually, slowly but surely getting there.
I hate the argument, because just imagine, people listen to music. You've never made a song in your life, and you'll say the song was bad. But now you're allowed an opinion in that. But then it doesn't make sense. Even if you go to, you see some women that do their makeup. You never wore makeup in your life. You'll tell the woman her makeup's trash. How do you know? Have you ever worn makeup before? So it goes across in so many different things.
Yeah.
People just talk. But then with boxing alone, there's such a, and this is why I hope it comes out of, there's this thing they'll slap you down with, it's just a casual. You need the casuals for this thing to become.
It's an undermining
You
culture.
need to. It is.
It really is.
I believe the casuals you need more people in, like what YouTube's doing. You know, the YouTube fighting.
That's right.
A lot of people don't like it. I get it. But you need them man there in there. You need like a lot more eyes just deciding
that's
maybe
how
this is
bad
sport for me.
the sport is and how fractured it is that even them man in YouTube could even think this would work. Like, oh, have you seen what they're doing over in boxing? Bro, we could put on a show ourselves.
That's what I'm saying. My thing is, like, YouTube boxing is not bad for boxing.
No.
What's bad for boxing is AJ and Fury not happening. Errol Spence and
Chopper
Terence
bomb.
Crawford not happening. Boxing is its own problem.
Fact.
Do you know what I mean? And the fact is, people kind of like really just they like to undermine somebody who watches and studies a sport. Do you know what I mean? Just like, oh, you've never boxed, so you don't understand. It's like, dude, I've been watching this for 20 years.
Yeah.
Some people have knowledge that is
But
so
why
deep.
do you need to watch it for 20 years?
No, what I'm saying is you underestimate someone who knows what they're looking at.
Yeah.
So that when you don't deliver it, you can say, you don't know what you're talking about because you've never done it. But
Facts.
bro, I
And
watched
that's
you,
what they say.
and I know you didn't look like
in
Roy
fact,
Jones yesterday.
I watch you more than you as a boxer watch boxing.
Yes, right.
I will watch boxing more than someone that watches boxing or someone that is a boxer watches boxing. I watch boxing.
Yeah.
But again, because you don't have those credentials as having done boxing, it's like,
No, but I believe that that's stupid. I believe that what makes things exciting is a lot more people talking about and debating. If you get a lot of people with opinions, it's like, oh, what's going on over there? You can argue about football till the cows come home. You don't have an FA level 1.
do you know what it is?
You're not been a trainer. You haven't been this or you've been that. You just watched it, quickly said the eye test, and I don't think it's good.
I'll tell you where it comes from, though.
Go
It's
on.
the fact that fighters, their journey in their career, it's like, I am my career. So when you speak against me, I'm sensitive to that because I'm fighting for my family, I'm fighting for my kids, I'm fighting for my way and my quality of life. So you just saying I'm rubbish is like, who the hell are you? So that's where it comes from.
It is a painful thing. It kind
Yeah.
of goes back to what I said in terms of reading comments about me.
Yeah.
You know, these are not broadcasters or journalists, but they'll say, oh, he's chatting crap, he's chatting rubbish. So it does hurt. So I can understand from a fighter's standpoint, especially if they've tried, especially if
right.
they're a fighter that's lived a life. Where you get some fighters that are
That's
doing
it.
nonsense. If they're a fighter that's given their all, and then me and you make videos about it and say, He's dead blood.
See what I'm saying?
You know,
See what I'm saying?
So they've done everything. They've made weight.
That's
they've
right.
trained. They've sparred. They've ticked all those boxes. Not drunk. Not had a bit of hanky panky. And all they say is one comment: "This guy dead blood."
Fam, listen,
This
I'll
guy
tip you over
dead.
the edge.
You know what I mean? They'll tip you over like
A 3-month training
dare
camp
you?
to see that on Twitter.
And then they see you, big belly, feet up, and they're like, "What?" So I can understand how it will pee them off a bit, but yeah, fighters are sensitive. Fighters are, like, Dillian White blocked me a long time ago for something I said 4 years ago, and I had to ask someone, tell him to unblock me. Like, why? Yeah.
I feel like Dillian White
Blockman.
owes KG a slap still for the.
Why are you trying to start this? What did I do?
No, don't do that, bro.
Don't do that, bro. Why? But now Dylan
I'm joking.
Dylan will watch this and be like, bro, what did he say about me? Cause
You have to go back in the episodes, fam, and you become a fan in the process.
Wait, hold on. I'm a Dylan White fan.
No, wait, that voice went.
He was too high. That's a sign of lying.
It's a sign of
I'm
scared or lying.
No.
Scared or
It's a
lying.
sign of
I'm
dishonesty.
thinking, nah, I'm a Dylan White fan. Don't try it. I was saying Dylan White can beat Deontay Wilder early.
Well, we'll have to go back and check the receipts.
You're a chief, you know.
Planting the seed of doubt. You have to prove your innocence at this point.
Do you know the reason why I wouldn't? Because he's from Ends, bro. Dylan lives down the road, fam. Dylan's
All right,
like
here's the clue.
Brixton.
Here's the clue.
Go on.
B sample.
All right, we're not even going to get into that one.
So let's move on.
No,
Oscar
no,
De La
no, no,
Hoya.
no, no,
What's
let's
going
do
on?
Oscar, let's
I'm
do
going to be
Oscar.
like his...
Oscar De La Hoya is coming back to boxing.
This man just say, wait, hold on. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
Tips.
Don't know what's going on. What's up for me? No lip, no top
Nothing,
lip,
not
no
even
bottom
get
lip.
involved with that B sample nonsense. No chance.
Let's keep going, but he got cleared. Let's go.
So yeah, De La Hoya. Last point before we keep it moving. He's saying that him and Floyd in the rematch will outdo Conor McGregor numbers. What strain of weed is he on? Do you reckon?
I miss
The white
Canelo. I miss Canelo.
the white
straight.
one.
The white.
The white. The white.
The
strain.
white strain.
The white.
The powdery strain.
Do you know what he's thinking about? Have you got that Canelo sound?
Payday, payday, you want payday. I know that.
Canelo's a madman, isn't it? No, he must miss Canelo.
He misses.
He misses
him.
making money.
Yeah, it must hurt him. It must pain. It must though.
No.
Ryan Garcia's not fighting. Canelo's not fighting.
it burns
Canelo's
him.
not fighting with you, and then you got Munguia and Virgil Ortiz,
Flip
who are
sake.
not going to sell. They're not going to sell nothing.
And then you're watching
burns
Canelo
nothing.
become this superstar that speaks
And
English
hugging-
now.
And
Yeah,
hugging.
start speaking
speaks
English.
English.
And man's wearing D&G, and Eddie's wearing the same D&G.
Chavez Jr. head to head.
You see this moment here? And De La Hoya knowing that I didn't bring this moment.
Listen, he unlocked the whole of Mexico support with that head to head. You know.
Oh my
Bruv.
God. If anyone was holding back their love for Canelo, after he embraced him as his new son,
It's different
Bruv.
now.
yeah.
It's different.
Imagine how Chavez Jr. felt though, that moment.
Listen.
Like, imagine at that moment how you're feeling.
He was up for
like,
adoption in
yeah,
that moment.
Immediately, right? Immediately.
He phoned his mum straight
Like,
away.
Mum,
And
he's
his mum
really,
said, "You're not
he's-
my son."
Yeah,
No,
like,
his-
really, mum. This is the father, isn't it? Really? Is
mum-
it really?
His mum left a voicemail on Chavez Senior's. And said, "In front of the whole country."
That's exactly what she would have said.
I don't even know if that was the right Mexican accent. But
That was a Nigerian that lived in
It was
Mexico for
tough.
5 years.
Yeah.
yeah,
That was, isn't it?
No, but that was
it was tough.
mental.
No, but honestly, seeing this side of Canelo is amazing, though.
I love it.
Seeing this English-speaking
Scarface.
side.
Mexican
beautiful.
Scarface.
He honestly is Scarface.
It's
And
fantastic.
he is, like, I have my, I guess we've all got our feelings about him possibly being on whatever. But
Oh no, I'm
regardless,
past the beef.
I'm done. But it's more
I'm
than beef
past
now,
all
man.
samples.
It's more than that.
I'm
but,
done.
But he's just excellent. I love him.
he
He's
is.
excellent
He's
He is.
fantastic. Again,
He throws the best left hook to the body in boxing.
in boxing, and the way he walks you down, it's murder as well. Like the way he done
And
that
he
thing when he
knows.
broke.
Oh.
Thing, like, come on, hey, like baying for blood. It was almost like gladiatorial.
Yeah.
And Billy Joe's hurt. Like,
Yeah.
imagine being
The wounded animal.
Imagine being beaten up and you see this man
Talk
in
the
front
things.
of you. Yeah, you talk the things.
talk the thing.
Talk the thing, blood.
He's doing this
He's doing
when I
that. He
broke
said,
your open
you
to.
talked, yeah? Okay, everyone, get ready. I go kill this man. Get ready.
Payday,
Bye,
payday,
bye.
you want payday. I know that.
He was like,
Oh my
Billy
days.
Joe's heart. Honestly, his arse cheeks must have been flapping at that moment. Like,
Billy,
this
listen,
is scary.
Canelo knows who he is.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the one thing.
Oh,
Like he knows I'm the guy now. You see when talent and confidence meet, Yeah.
Oh,
wow,
brother.
See the feeling that must be
When
so
talent and
beautiful.
confidence meets, hey.
Remember he told Eddie in the back, like, I told you, Eddie.
yeah.
I told you. Like, why did you think this was going to be anything else? I told you.
Easy money.
Easy money.
Easy
You
money.
want to give me another 30? Give it to me. Who next? Cali Plant?
Mate.
Who next?
Plant turned off his phone.
Plant ain't
We've
ready for
met,
that one, man.
we've met
ain't
Plant, yeah, and
Great
Plant's
guy.
a great
nice guy.
Mad cool.
You
Ain't
see,
ready.
when he said his name, he turned his phone off. New number.
I'm telling you, he ain't ready for that. He ain't ready. They don't, like,
I don't know who.
It might be a case of going up the weights, but there's no fighter right now at 160 and 168, unless there's a guy right now at 7-0 that's going to be madness, then we don't know
He's
about.
going to be fighting.
Even the Charlos, because I was hoping to see if one of the Charlos could be. Nope.
Jamal Charlo ain't ready for that.
Nope.
He's stepping up to light heavy next year, apparently, to fight Bivol and Beterbiev. I think he beats them both.
Nah, but Turbo, no, that hairy chest man.
I hear what you're saying.
You know, when the man don't speak English, when man starts trying to speak English, it's a sign of getting soft a little bit. When Beterbiev don't even lick a word of English, that man is not on it. Don't you dare.
At this point,
translator come in.
At this point,
Beterbiev, I know he's 34, 35, and he can be hit, but he would walk. Bro, you know the size difference.
Yeah.
Beterbiev would have to chop his leg. See that Bivol can make 168.
he can beat Bivol.
Yeah, he
He
can beat
Bivol.
Bivol. He'll beat
The way
Bivol.
Beterbiev, and look, full bad saying is put Vosdick into retirement. Man beat him to the point where we're talking brain swelling, that guy there ain't a joke, Ain't a joke. He's from them Russian
Bivol, he'll take
men.
Bivol though.
He'll take
He
Bivol.
saw the Bivol fight and he thought, yeah, I have that.
I just can't.
Bivol looked good for about a minute. For about a minute, I was like, yo, Craig's done out here. And then all of a sudden, it was like the same move.
The same move over and over.
Saying that though, Bivol, but that's credit. Do you know what's crazy? Because sometimes you watch a performance and you say, you know what, it's credit to the person that he's fighting because not everyone can make him look like that. You know what I mean? And that was Bivol's first fight back for a long time. You know what I mean? So again, as we say it, is it going to be light work? I believe Canelo does it because everything is just married together now. He is ready. You know what I mean? And sometimes you're as good as your last fight. I looked at Bivol, maybe. There's something there. But I mean, the bottom line is boxing could be so exciting if we just do what we need to do in boxing.
Look, Golovkin beat him the first time.
Yeah.
100%.
But the fact that it was even close against that Golovkin, because that Golovkin there's a madman.
Yeah.
The fact that he even still took Golovkin's punches and they went toe-to-toe. So even in a loss, and to me, it's on his record, it's still scary how good
And that's
Canelo
where
is.
the confidence was grown.
Yeah, still scary. Scary.
That's where the confidence was grown.
Yeah, like I love Canelo, and you're right. I think it's gonna take something special, and that special ain't out there right now.
Agreed.
Say nothing, bruv. Listen.
Hey, Ade, thank you for coming through, man.
Thank you for
you.
blessing us, fam.
Thank you.
man.
No, thanks for having me on. Thanks. As long as I still keep my jobs after this comes out.
Listen, anything
You know
that
what I
he
mean?
said that may put his job in jeopardy, I said it.
Yeah.
You thought that was Ade.
Yeah.
That was me.
We threw our voices.
Fact.
We threw our voices into his mic.
I know you can't tell the difference between us anyway. Just playing.
Ring the bell,
Let's do another.
Yo, people, thanks for watching the Undefeated podcast. Make sure you
like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and all that good stuff, man. This is the place to be.